she is a star in Germany and in Europe, and is one of the best fighters in women's boxing. Christina?
Okay, go ahead, Christina. Make an opening comment, please, and then we'll open it up for questions after we hear from Claressa. So you go ahead and make your opening statement.
Yeah, I prepare a long time for this fight. We have built this fight up, and it's very great, and I'm thankful for this opportunity to fight on April 13th live on Showtime, and it's a big step for women's boxing. It's a big step for me to unificate all these belts in one fight, and that I'm proud for this, and I give everything to be the champion and to step out the ring as the undisputed champion in middleweight.
Okay, great. Thanks so much. Okay, Dimitri, do you want to introduce Claressa, please?
Yes. Claressa Shields is a two-time Olympic gold medalist, currently a two-division world champion, only 8-0, and she has always had great aspirations from very early on in her career as an amateur and as a professional. And on April 13th, she's going to face the toughest test of her career, fighting the world champion Christina for the unified world title. The winner of this fight is not only going to have all 4 belts, but is also going to have a page in the history books, and something that Claressa has prepared very diligently for. She's training in Colorado and is back in Florida now, and is ready for April 13th. Claressa?
Hey, everybody. I'm just here to answer you guys' questions. I mean, it's the last 5 days till training camp. I know we have a lot to say. I'm just ready to beat this Christina up and make her shut up. And I'm just ready for all your questions. So just fire away.
Okay, thanks so much. Okay, operator, let's go ahead and get to the questions, please.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you have any questions at this time, please press star 1 on your telephone keypad. Again, if you have any questions at this time, please press star 1 on your telephone keypad. And I'm waiting for callers to join the queue at this present time. Our first question is going to come from David Weinberg from the Press of Atlanta City. Please go ahead.
Hi, this is a question for both fighters. I was wondering if you guys have ever been to Atlantic City and if you're aware of the history of boxing in the town, about the many, great champions that have fought there.
I've been there. I know that Layla Ali fought against Jackie Frazier there in a world title fight. And I think, I can't think of anybody else that fought there, but that's one of the women's fights that I know of. That's about it that I know. And then Floyd Mayweather fought against, I believe, Toro Gotti at the Boardwalk Hall.
Correct. Yep.
Yeah, so those are the fights that I know of there. Yeah.
Christina, do you have any comments on that?
Yes, Atlantic City is very historical city. I never fight there, but it's the first time and my second fight in the USA. And, I'm very happy to get this fight and show the real boxing. And, I'm looking forward for this, and I can't wait to step into the ring.
Thank you.
Our next question is going to come from Carlos Toro. Please go ahead. From Fightful.
Thank you. First question for Christina. Christina, I know this fight was originally set for late last year, but had to be postponed because of the medical issue that you had. What was your reaction upon hearing that news and that fight was going to have to be delayed until now for April?
Yes, it was very disappointing for me that this doctor stops me and don't allow me to fight in November. But everything happened for a reason, and now I am stronger now. I feel better, and everything goes in the right direction. And now the time is coming that we're ready for the fight, and and ready for the undisputed champion.
Obviously, you two have had a very heated rivalry for the last year or so. You can kind of speak up on sort of where did this kind of rivalry started from, and really how has this fight kind of taken a more personal feel than perhaps any of your previous fights?
Are you asking me?
Oh, who would you like to answer that question, please?
For Christina.
Mm-hmm. I think it's the biggest fight in my career because I, looking forward for a long time to unificate all these belts, and I think every boxer dreams on this fight, like all these belts, and that's the peak of my career, and I work hard in the past. I'm for fight, I prepare for everything, and this fight I focus 100%, 110%, to fight, and I accept a war, and we can do it because we are both champions, both undefeated, and the people want to see this fight and got this fight.
Quick question for Claressa. Claressa, after that fight was postponed last year, you kind of went on a, traveling all across the U.S., fighting on different networks, and just overall staying busy. Has that, experience, getting to stay busy and fighting often against different types of fighters, does that kind of give you an edge over Christina, who sort of have to sit on the sidelines for a little while?
Well, I can say that just because she was sick doesn't mean that I'm sick. With my career, at the time I was only, 5-0, 6-0. So I wanted to get more fights under my belt, and with the time that I have, I wanted to just take advantage of it. Like I'm only been a pro 2 years, and there's a lot that I, have to learn, and the only way that you learn is from actually getting inside the ring and fighting. I've been able to have 20 round stints fighting against Hannah Gabriel. So just with that, like, that's great for me, and it helped me with my experience. And from those 2 fights, I've been able to fight against a girl who, idolizes Christina Hannah Rankin, and I was able to beat her all 10 rounds. And then I was able to fight against Tim K. Herman, who's also a, strong, tall fighter. And it would just, get me more prepared for the fight with him. And I feel like I've learned a lot of good things in those 2 fights that's going to help me win April 13th.
Do you feel like you are more ready now than because you had those fights against Ben K. Herman and Hannah Rankin than maybe compared to if the fight would have taken place last year?
I still would have wanted the fight would have happened November 17th, or if the fight happens now. I'm happy with things that I've learned, but it wouldn't have been a different outcome. It may have been a little tougher, I can say, because of the things that I didn't know or that I hadn't experienced yet. But either way, if we would have fought November 17th, we would have fought, when I had my second, third pro fight, I still would have won.
Thanks, Claressa, and thanks, Christina. Best of luck to the both of you. Looking forward to seeing you in the ring.
Thank you.
Our next question is going to come from Jake Donovan from the boxing team. Please go ahead.
Great, thank you very much. Claressa, I just want to know what it was like to you to be the subject of the All Access Series, something that's usually afforded for fighters that are fighting on pay-per-view, and just what your overall impression was of the 2 episodes.
What I love most about the All Access was it really showed the inside of our training camp, and it showed that, even though people look at women's boxing, and some of the boxing you see, you're like, oh, those girls aren't athletic, they aren't good. But with me and Hammer, you see that we both are athletic. We both do train hard. We both do, put boxing first. And we do, talk trash. And I think that's what sells. And when I seen the All Access, it was just more fuel to the fire. Her and her team said some things that I didn't like. And I'm quite sure I said some things that she didn't like. And that just brings more fire to the fuel for April 13th, which is to be, a big old house fire by the time that we get in the ring and fight.
Right. Usually we're most animated athletes, I mean, people in general on social media, is any of this personal with Christina, or like, is it just your way of selling the fight?
You say, is it personal?
Yes. Is any aspect of it personal?
It's a fight. You know, look, what I can say is I don't hate anybody. I never have. I can say I don't like her as much as she don't like me, but I mean, at the end of the day, after the fight, I'll give as much sportsmanship as I can, and you know, whatever. But it's a fight, and it doesn't matter whether no matter what she says or what she do, I'm still going to fight her the same. You know, she wants to say things to get under my skin, and it's really been making me laugh. I've enjoyed this whole trash talk thing of going back and forth of me being fat, her lying and saying I miss weight. You know, all this crazy stuff that she's doing. I really just sit back and I laugh about it. And I'm still going to train and fight and make weight just the way I'm supposed to. And, I mean, it's boxing. Who knows what else she'll do by the time that the fight's due here. We got 5 more days. You never know what she'll put out of her bag of tricks. But it's not nothing personal for me. It's a fight. And when I get in the ring with anybody, it's always no face, no name. I just get in there and win.
All right, man. Thanks so much, Chris, and best of luck to both you on Saturday.
Thank you.
Our next question is going to come from Kendrick Johnson from theringtv.com. Please go ahead.
How you doing, Claressa? How big a deal is this for you to get to that GOAT status that you've been talking about, that you've been wanting to be from day one? Is this part of your big picture?
Yeah, absolutely. Part of the big picture is fighting the best. Right now, right now we are 1 and 2 of the top boxers at middleweight. So for us to have this fight, for her to be completely healthy, me be completely healthy, and both of us be at she's 28 and I'm 24. This is a great fight to get made right now. And, with me saying I'm the greatest one of all time, I can be any kind of fighter, a fighter that moves, a fighter who's standing there, a fighter who can do both. Being the greatest woman of all time comes with being able to win those fights that people say that you can't win. She's 24-0, 11 knockouts. I'm 8-0 with 2 knockouts, right? And everybody's like, oh, how could a person who's been professional only 2 years be a person who's been professional 10, 11 years and been reigning champion 9 to 8 years and all this stuff like that? And that's what the greatest woman of all time can do. Just like I beat Hannah Gabriel, I'm going to beat Christina Hammer.
What do you say to your critics that said that you showed some cracks in your game with the Hannah Gabriels because she didn't come taunting you? She actually tried to outbox you.
Still want to fight. That don't matter. The thing is, like I said, I've learned a lot from my fight. And like I said, with that fight with Hannah Gabriel, one thing was, like I said, she was 18, 1-1. I was only 5-0. She was my 6th win. After being I don't know any fighter who gets in the ring with somebody like that, gets knocked down the first round, and then comes back and win every round after the knockdown. I mean, to me, that's what you call a superb athlete. That's it. That's the epitome of being a great fighter. And, they can say I had holes in my game, but I'm not a perfect fighter. But just know that I'm getting there. Every fight I get better. Every fight I add something to my arsenal. And I'm going to get better on my own schedule, on my own timing. I'm not going to do what everybody think I should do just because I got knocked down. Who doesn't get knocked down?
And how big a deal is it to be the face of women's boxing and one of the biggest faces in boxing overall? I saw your tweet that you had about if you were a guy, you would get more props for what you've already accomplished. And Earl Spence tweeted back at you just to keep doing your thing, that you're going to get there. So when you get encouragement from other champions like that, how much inspiration does that give you? And how big a deal is to be that face of women's boxing and be that cash cow?
Right now, with me being the face of women's boxing, I just always have to, be reminded that just keep being me. All the women before me, they all have this way of what they think is promotion or the way of what a world champion is. And the truth is, a world champion is a world champion. We're all different. Some of us are quiet. Some of us don't talk trash. Some of us don't have confidence. Some of us have a lot of confidence. Some of us are ignorant. I mean, some boxers are ignorant, and I can say that. But I'm not one of those boxers, and I love that Earl Spence, that he stands behind me and doesn't want me to change. Same thing as Andre Ward. One of the best things that Andre Ward told me was, continue being who I am. Despite people saying, oh, a woman talking trash is not classy or it's not cute and women shouldn't be like that and you should be, more soft-spoken. I'm just so happy that, when I had that conversation with Andre Ward, he was like, sis, be who you are. Like, if you talking trash is really who you are, if you being confident is who you are, then you said keep doing it. Like, don't be fake for nobody. And that's what I continue to do. I'm going to be the kind of world champion that I want to be. I'm not trying to be like nobody else.
Yeah, my final question is for Christina. Do you think people are overlooking you in this for you to be an undefeated fighter and a multi-division champion? Do you think people are overlooking you coming into this big fight on Saturday night?
What mean you with overlooking?
Do you think people are overlooking you heading into this fight, despite all you accomplished in the boxing game?
I don't understand what you mean, right, with overlooking,
Like not giving you enough credit for all the experience and
championship.
Okay. That's okay.
No, I think the people in the USA accept me and respect me very much, and I see it every day. Like, they so much interested in these fights, and I think it's time that these fights are coming for the whole world, and it's a huge step for women's boxing, and both be undefeated, and I feel very good in the USA, and I'm looking forward to fight April 13 and more in the USA.
All right, thank you, ladies. Good luck to y'all on Saturday.
Thanks so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you have any questions at this time, please press star 1 on your telephone keypad. Again, if you have any questions at this time, please press star 1 on your telephone keypad. Our next question is going to come from John Gatlin from the New York Fights. Please go ahead.
All right, ladies, thank you very much. Very excited about this fight. Feels like Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder somehow. The tension between the two is unreal. First, Claressa, I wanted to ask you, and watching you and then listening to you, there's this fire, there's this tenacity about you, this grit that you display. We heard about the GWOAT, greatest woman of all time. In Constitution, you kind of remind me of a very famous female black athlete. Do you feel like you can be to women's boxing what Serena Williams has been to women's tennis?
Absolutely. Growing up, it wasn't a lot of women boxers to look up to, of them that I knew about. And Serena Williams was an athlete who I did look up to. Like, I seen the pictures of Serena Williams with both gold medals on the side of her face, and that was my motivation to go back to my second Olympics so I can win another Olympic gold medal and take that exact same picture. Like, that was my ultimate, motivation. Besides, no other American had won 2 Olympic gold medals in boxing. I think that I have a great life story. I think that I came apart and that I came from nothing and I made a lot of myself. And just to be dominant like Serena Williams, just to win all the things that she won, I want to be looked at as dominant as her, like she is in tennis, but just in boxing.
Right. Now, obviously, you've been following her comments, some things that she had to say on social media, okay? Liking some comments there, how personally do you take, how important is it for you to come out on Saturday night and really prove to the world that you're not just the face of women's boxing, but that you're the best female fighter in the world?
I'm sorry, I missed that question. What did you say?
You've obviously been following a lot of what she's had to say on social media, some very disparaging comments that, some people make. She liked a couple of them. You saw that. How personal is this fight? How important is it for you to go out and prove that you're the face of women's boxing and the best female fighter in the world?
Hannah can say whatever she wants. I know that, that they believe in mind games and tricks and all this stuff over there in Germany, but, over here in the U.S., people play mind games too, and we talk trash, whatever the case may be. But inside the ring, I think she has to realize it's just me or her. No matter what she says or how she says or what she do, it's not going to make me box any different. I'm going to stick to what my game plan is. I'm going to win the fight, and I'm going to be happy with my performance after the fight. And the thing is, she wants to, stay on the outside and look cute with her jab, but I'm going to rough her ass up all night. All night. Like, I don't know why she thinks she's just going to come out there and jab me and move, and I'm going to be like this kind of punching bag that's going to stand there and just look at her like, oh, my God. Like, no, I have a jab, too, and I can box, and I'm not worried about anything else but getting inside the ring and fighting. All this trash talking, it's actually fun to me. No matter if she says, spreading fake rumors to the fans, saying that I missed weight or saying that I'm overweight and I'm going to have a hard time making weight. I fought 160 my last 2 fights. I didn't miss weight any of them, so I don't know where she gets that from, but, she's just saying stuff that she thinks is going to bother me when it doesn't. It doesn't. I'm just enjoying this time right now while we have this platform, and if she want to talk trash, we can talk trash. As long as she don't get too disrespectful, we're good. I don't think it went to the point of like the Anthony Joshua Miller disrespectful. Now, when it gets there, then you'll see, maybe something different out of me. But till then, I'm all good.
Our next question is going to come from Cynthia Conti from The Ring TV. Please go ahead.
Hi, ladies. It's so lovely to hear you guys on this conference call. Very, very excited about this fight. Now, I've been listening to both of you answer, and this is very prevalent what's going on in social media. This is for both you and Christina. What fuels you more, the trash talking from the trolls or the trash talking between you two?
I think it's normal. That's boxing. That's business. And, we make these fight on fire, and the people loved it. These trash talking and reposting, whatever. And I think it's normal. Like, it's the game of boxing, and on these nights, who has the better plan and has the better game plan will win, and that will be me. What exactly was your question?
Well, the question is because it is part of the game that you both trash talk. That's part of boxing. But especially with women's boxing, there's a lot of trolls that think women's boxing sucks, or they do watch it, they just don't want to admit it. But it's been going on, and does that fuel you ladies more to go in the ring and show them what women's boxing is all about, or is it just mainly the banter between you guys and whatever the troll says, whatever?
Social media, I feel like on social media, some days people like me, some days people don't. Some days I post stuff just to get the reaction out of fans and make them upset, because I don't care. I can say that the trash talk that between me and her, I believe is funny. Some of the trolls get out of hand. They say, weird stuff. And, I'm actually fueled by the fans who, believe in me, who are behind me, who want me to win a fight. And the ones that's against me, I've just been on social media just saving receipts. Everybody that say, she's going to knock me out, I'm saving that receipt. Everybody that says she's going to win a fight and going to outbox me, and it's going to be a clear decision win for her, and all this stuff, I'm just more of like letting them say whatever they want to say. So once I do win the fight, trust and believe me, I'll be right back on social media, tagging all those people, asking them, hey, where you at? He lost. Where you at? I don't mind that kind of stuff. I really don't. Like, it's actually funny to me, but I'm just ready to go out there and show that no matter who you put me in the ring with, I will come out victorious. No matter if it's a world champ with 24-0 with 11 knockouts, or rather it's a champion who's 24-0 with 24 knockouts. It don't matter who you put me in the ring with. I can win, and I will win April 13th.
Okay, and last question for both of you. Describe yourself in one word, both of you.
Describe ourselves in one word.
In one word.
Hammer. I don't even know where she just said. What she say?
What did she say? Christina, what did you say?
Hammer. That's all.
Hammer?
A word for myself. Destroyer. Still on the jail thing. That's what I can think of a word for myself right now. Destroyer.
Okay. All right. Good luck, ladies. Can't wait to watch you guys this weekend. Best of luck. Thank you.
I think we have a couple more, and then we have a couple more, and then we'll let you guys go. Go ahead, operator.
Our next question is going to come from Brendan Savage from Flint Journal. Please go ahead.
This is for Claressa. What do you see as being the key to this fight for you, and do you have a prediction?
I think the key to me is to do what I always do. You know, the one just don't be out jab. You know, use my jab, move my head, my combination, and just letting her know like it's a fight. You know, I'm not gonna get out there. If she wants to be the mover in the boxer, she can do that. But just know that I'm going to be the one landing the point. I'm going to be the one controlling the ring action. So that's just kind of what the game plan is. From what I can tell you, everything else will come into play during the fight.
Do you have a prediction?
Prediction? I really haven't thought about it yet. I feel like I can knock her out in the 7th round, or I can knock her out toward the end. I feel like the earlier rounds she'll be moving, running, holding, you know, stuff like that. But I feel like as the fight goes on, you never beat someone down. Why you say always like beat you down? I don't know. What? Just because you have 11 knockouts don't mean you're a better fighter than me. I've been professional 2 years. Who cares? I don't say I'm better. I told you don't beat someone down. You every time say I beat you down, but you never beat someone down. I beat a girl down. But not in your professional career. I don't tell something. And I TKO'd her. You lost to her, and I TKO'd her. Okay, back to the question. It don't matter. It don't matter. You are not unbeatable. You got cracked by Kelly Reese, too. And that's why I posted it. How come that fight on YouTube? Hey, you ain't no secret. You was not hard to beat. I'm going to fuck you up. Yeah, you will see. Saturday. Yeah, you did. You don't see. I don't even like to talk to you. Back to the question, please.
Let's go. Next question, please.
Next question.
Our next question is going to come from Jake. Our last question is going to come from Jake Donovan from the boxing team. Please go ahead.
Thank you. Is Stephen still on the call?
Who?
Stephen.
Oh, Stephen, are you still on?
No, he's not.
I'm sorry.
Jake, we can follow up with him if you need to. Reach out to Chris or Matt. They can get you. They can get him.
I hate to be the last question for that, but sorry.
That was it, Jake?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Okay, I think we have one more. So thanks so much. Go ahead. One more.
Reggie Wilson from Round by Round Boxing. Please go ahead.
Hey, good afternoon, champions. Actually, it was Reggie Woodson, but I got a question actually for each lady. Claressa, watching the All Access episodes, do you think that they're kind of oversimplifying things as far as them trying to emulate what Hannah Gabriel was able to do with getting that first round knockdown? I'm sorry. Do you think, and them talking through it, and that being a major part of their game plan, do you think, like I said, that they're oversimplifying? Like, has Hannah showed you or shown you anything that she could, deliver that same shot or anything?
I mean, I know that she probably been in camp working on that same shot, but it's so weird that how the shot came. It was more of like I was off balance. So, I mean, I don't even care if she worked on the same shot or not. You know, if it was the same shot that could get me out of the fight. I mean, Hannah Gabriel tried to throw the same shot after she knocked me down, and she couldn't land it. again, and I was able to win the rest of the round. I mean, everybody has to find something to make them feel confident about something, you know. And I feel like if Hammer wants to use, you know, she got knocked down as a way to push herself to get ready for me and feeling like she can do the same thing, I'm all fine with that. I just know that I've seen, you know, she's been knocked down plenty of times too. I mean, I got knocked down one time, but she got knocked down more than one time. And it was a DQ fight that I thought she got knocked out, but they call it a disqualification. So, I mean, maybe in the on access, that's what I can't look like I'm just, you know, just unbeatable fighter. So, of course, they're going to use that to push it and whatever, but I'm not worried about it. Like I said, I won the fight. Different, but I got knocked down, I lost. I got knocked down and won a unanimous decision, so it's not really a big deal for me. I mean, I watched the fight and watched the knockdown and be like, got caught, but I'm not. It's not like a heartbreaking thing for me. I know that I can get back up and win, so that brings me more fire, knowing that I can do that.
You faced this, you know, the biggest adversity or biggest moment of adversity in front of your hometown fans, you know, in fighting in Detroit. Any concerns with, or did that prepare you to be extremely confident to go into this fight, you know, being a little farther away from home and just not having any worries that you can overcome whatever situation you might find yourself in?
I've been to the Olympics twice. I've been to the World Championships twice. I've won the Pan American Games multiple times. I've always fought outside the country. I just started fighting back inside the USA when I turned professional. And it doesn't matter where a fight is held at. I just know I show up to fight with one mindset and, you know, one goal, and that's to win the fight. So, you know, she'll have her fans. I'll have my fans. She wanted it in the neutral site. I guess she was scared to come back to Detroit and fight me in Detroit, so we fighting in Atlantic City, New Jersey. It doesn't matter to me where we fight at. It could have been Vegas. It could have been New York. It doesn't matter. Same outcome. I wouldn't have any different mindset. I keep telling people, no matter where we fight at or whatever, when we get inside the ring, it's just me and her. It doesn't matter what her coach yells out or nobody. Like, nobody can help her in the ring with me. It's just me and her. That's it.
Okay, last question for Claressa. Congratulations on the announcement of this movie situation. I believe with, I forget Jenkins' first name, but how involved will you be with that process once you get a chance to, you know, start with that and focus on that? But how involved will you be, and then who would be the ideal actress to play you?
Well, the Universal story, we've actually had the contract done with them for about a year now, and Barry Jenkins has been, and Barry Jenkins is the writer who you can remember, but Barry Jenkins has been writing the script for it. And when last time me and Barry Jenkins talked when we met in person, which is about a year ago, we were just talking about, like, what we wanted the ending of the story to be, and we were kind of like, you know, do you want the story to be the second Olympics, or the story to be when you win the world title? It was actually before I had my first world title fight. And he just was like, you know, let's take our time and let's see. And I think now the ending of the story will be when I become undisputed champion. So he's a lot. I think I would like Nafessa Williams to play me. You know who Nafessa Williams is?
I'm sorry, who was that?
Nafessa Williams.
I am not familiar with her, but I'll definitely look into it.
Yeah. I think she's pretty badass, and she should definitely play me in the movie.
Okay. Congratulations. Best of luck this weekend. Christina Hammer, have you had the opportunity? I have been impressed with your confidence in going into this fight. Have you had the opportunity to get anybody to emulate any of the the style of the game that Claressa had?
No. I fought a girl from the U.S. from the same Olympic team from her, and yeah, I'm always sparring with men, and yeah, everybody has this game plan. I have my game plan, and I will use my reach, and you will see what's going on in the ring. And yeah, Saturday night is a very historical night for us, and I'm ready for this.
Okay. Last question, and thank you both for your time. Why is it so easy? Why has it been so easy, or why are you so willing to come over here to the States? You've been a reigning champion for 8.5, 9 years, or whatever it is. We see the issue with getting the big time heavyweight fight together, and we see other fighters from Europe coming over to the States and doing it. Why are you so willing to, why you being the champion, why didn't you make a big deal about come over there to face you?
Gotcha. Yes, a lot of people and a lot of fighters are always fighting in Europe and in Germany, but normally it's normal that it takes a risk that you can come to USA and fight here and everything. But yeah, I'm very motivated, and I want to show who's the real champion. And when you get it in the USA, everybody knows you, the whole world knows you, and it's great to have these opportunities to fight live on Showtime. And yeah, for me, it's a very big step, but I'm not afraid. I'm not scared of these. I know what I can do, and I give everything for that. I prepare very hard for this, and yeah, it will be a great fight, and I hope a lot of people will watch this fight and celebrate it.
Okay. Very quickly, if Claressa's still on the line, if you do pull this thing off Saturday night, and there's no shot, there's no need for a rematch or anything, doing this in such a becoming undisputed in such a short number of a small amount of fights, what would be the next goal for you?
Well, one, there is no if about April 13th, and two, it's always more history to be made. I feel like I'm trying to make history faster than anybody else. I believe I'll be the fastest fighter to become undisputed with only 9 fights. And after that, I would love to have a super fight with Cecilia Brackett. We'll be the only undisputed women fighters. And I believe that we're close enough in weight for one of us to come up and for me to go down, and we meet at 154 for a fight. Other than that, there's always girls who are coming up. We have girls who are ranked, 3, 4, and 5, and I'll just fight the mandatory till another super fight comes. But the way that women's boxing is coming now, it's a lot of girls coming out of retirement to get back into the game, who want to fight world champions. So who knows what we'll see in the middleweight division, but I know I'll be at the top, and I'll just fight the best. That's my only goal, continue to fight the best and prove that I'm the greatest woman of all time.
Great. I think that was the last question. I do want to make reference to one thing. Steven Espinoza was on the line still. He was muted, and unfortunately there was technical difficulties when he tried to get back in. So he was listening. He did not go anywhere, and he will be available for questions. Anybody can contact Showtime to get those questions done with him. And I'm going to turn it back to Dimitri Salita. Ladies, thank you so much for joining us today. And back to Dimitri to make closing comments. Dimitri?
Yes, thank you all for joining us today. Thank you, Claressa, and thank you, Christina. Saturday night is going to be a great, historic night of boxing, and all the media attention, all the social media trolling and things like that are just showing us how big of a fight this is. And I look forward to Saturday night. Those that are going to be there are going to witness history, and those that are going to watch the fight on Showtime are going to witness history. I'd like to thank Showtime. I'd like to thank Steven Espinoza and Mr. Gordon Hall for believing in this fight and for giving the time to build into the super fight that it is. Thank you all, and I'll see you all guys on April 13th.
Bye. All right.
Okay, great. Thanks, operator. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, you guys.
Thank you.
Joining you, may I'll disconnect and have a great day.
Boy, You know, doesn't it seem like, hold on. To me, it seems like Christina Hammer is just too cool. And being a 4-1 underdog is disrespectful. That woman can box. You know? However, understand that unfortunately, it's only 2-minute rounds. This fight is going to fly by. This fight is going to fly by. It's going to be over in 30 minutes if it goes the distance. Which in women's boxing and with these two styles, we may not get a knockout, especially with how is Claressa Shields going to do punching up? Very high up. Christina Hammer fights tall. Very tall, and she moves a lot. You know? I'm hyped. 5 days, 4 hours, 53 minutes. It's a busy, busy weekend. Friday, you got Loma versus Krolla. Saturday, you got this Shields versus Hammer. You got Munguia versus Hogan on the zone. And then what else am I missing? Oh, on PBC on Fox Sports 1, you got Peter Quillen versus Caleb Truax. And then you got Sergey Derevianchenko in an IBF eliminator against Jack Couquet. It's going to be busy as shit this weekend. So I did good today. Normally, I don't like doing videos on Mondays. But I did good today. We got some content from Adrian Granados. Shout out to my colleague, Rob, over in L.A. You know? So, let's chew the fat. How long we been live? Let's talk about what's going on in boxing. We've been live for an hour, 10 minutes. Yeah, let's talk. There's a lot of shit going on in boxing. But first, this fight. Predictions. Something is going on, but y'all know me. Y'all know me. People will tell you that if T Street say somebody ain't going to win, then pick the other person. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I don't know. Maybe, am I being a coon if I say that Claressa Shields is going to lose or may lose if she gets too overzealous and she can't get past the jab and she let her emotions get the best of her? Christina Hammer, with that movement and that jab, a draw, that movement is going to be an issue. Claressa Shields is going to have to chop wood, and she can't. This is a fight where she can't, worry about, like, she can't take too many chances lunging and getting hit with that stiff-ass jab. Christina Hammer's jab, and Claressa Shields acknowledges it. If Claressa Shields was to win, I'm like, oh, shit. Because she's going to have to overcome that height difference, that experience. Yes, Claressa Shields is a 2-time gold medalist. But the style matchups. And mind you, I've seen every Claressa Shields fight. I'm the number one by default, correct? I'm the number one women's boxing YouTube journalist. I get the most views on YouTube out of anyone covering boxing. Crazy shit. Crazy shit. So I watch these women's fights. I've watched these Christina Hammer fights. Yes, put it this way. When it came to the Mathis fight, I did think she wanted a way out. She was flopping. She did, but that last shot to the back of the head, we can pull it up. But Claressa Shields is the favorite. Yeah, this 2-minute round is bullshit. That fight is gonna fly by. Like, that's the fucked up part. Shields is more. Yeah, Shields, in my opinion, is a pressure fighter. She hasn't really shown, and mostly because of the competition, right? The competition that she's been against, she was supposed to walk through. Even if she didn't get the knockout, she only has 2 KOs. But still, she dominated outside of the Hannah Gabriel's fight, who gave her angles. The movement. So we're going to have to see all the tricks. We're going to have to see everything that she's got in her bag. Because not only that, this is supposed to, you know, this should be a fight that takes her out of being just a pressure fighter, right? Remember how Errol Spence, you know, we were like, okay, yo, like, you know, like he's a pressure fighter, power puncher. But now, like, we know he can box. He's not just one-dimensional or even two-dimensional. He's got some tricks in the bag. He's got a lot of tools in there. I want to see that from Claressa Shields. I want to see her take away the jab of Christina Hammer. I want to see her cut off the ring. I want to see accurate punching from her. Hammer has 11 KOs. 24-0 with 11 KOs. Which is a lot in women's boxing, but more importantly, that experience. You know, Michaela Loren, Kali Reese, Tori Nelson. Well, you know, y'all seen that one already. Ready? Mathis. She's got real hard experience at that division. And she's huge. Hold on 1 minute. There we go. She's huge. Hold on, it'll be back. Cecilia Bracco seems she's at that point right now where, you know, I don't think she really wants the Claressa Shields fight. And I don't really think she wants to go to 154 pounds, you know? Only time will tell. I think it's a 50-50 fight. You know? Let's go take a little gander at ticket sales and hope that it's going to be like a lot of walk-up. Because it's a nice weekend, I believe. I believe it's a nice weekend. I'm right on. We got our credentials for the fight. I want to get out there Thursday to the final press conference. If I don't get out there, obviously, we're going to be streaming it here. Let me see. What was I looking for? Oh, I'm tripping. The tickets. They're having something in New York tomorrow that they didn't mention on a media call. I think it's a media workout tomorrow in New York and then a press conference. Media workout tomorrow or Wednesday. Likely tomorrow. And a press conference Thursday. The weigh-in is going to be lit on Friday. Know what I'm saying? I don't like how they got Hannah Gabriel's up here, though. But I get it. They just got it for, you know. Shields needs to jab to the body. Yeah, she got to. She's going to go to that body. Yeah, this is not cool. This is no good. This is no good. I see this. I see it. This is unacceptable. This is unacceptable. It's unacceptable. But however, you know, I mean, we'll see. We'll check back in. Because remember, you know, this is what I always say about ticket sales. Just like people are talking about the Con Crawford ticket sales. Crawford Con. We're going to talk about that in about another 10 minutes. You know, you always got to give that chance to walk up. Remember, Wilder Fury tickets wasn't doing too good. And then Fury fans, you know, they came through. They came through. Yes, Veronica, big black cocks. She doesn't like white cocks. She likes big black cocks. Anyway, you know, but what's the numbers? I mean, look. Look. And it's going to be lit. The fucked up part about it is the undercard. You know, and he took Enos off the undercard. You know, they tripping. They got Samuel Peter for crying out loud on the undercard. And guess who fought Samuel Peter not too long ago? Goddamn Kubrat Pulev. Not even 2 years ago, year and a half ago. Not even a year and a half ago. Yeah, about a year and some change. No, 2016, I'm tripping. Over about 2 years ago. They got Kubrat, I mean, they got Samuel Peter on the undercard. Who next? They got a women's title fight, but guess what? It's not, televised. This card should have been women's boxing. Yeah, the blue seats are the unsold seats. The blue seats say, look, you can go buy this. Look, if you want to go to the fight, look, let's say, for example, look, I want this ticket. Let me get this ticket. Give me that. $97. Give me that ticket. You can buy this right now. Look, let's buy all these tickets. Let's start cooking some shit. Look, you can buy all these tickets. Can we count these tickets? Can we count these? Can these be counted? Crazy, man. Yeah, Hannah Gabriel should have been on here. They should have did some maneuvering. I understand that, Hammer and Shields, they're going to command a lot of money. We have to first, talk about that. They're getting TV fees.